It's been a while. It's been a while, everyone. It's been a while. Just gonna see if anybody tap in. I haven't been uploading hardly any videos in a little while. So the YouTube algorithms, they work based off how often you upload videos. I was uploading about 3 videos a week, something like that. So the algorithms were pretty much hitting and people coming up in people's feeds. So I have to do this more often in order for the algorithms to really work. And I'm hoping that this gets to your screen. I just want to give you guys some updates, some thoughts, some things that I've been up to. Because, even though I haven't talked to you guys in a while, there is a wealth of knowledge and material on my channel to where you could use to grow wealth and to continue to build, a better financial future for yourself, leading to financial freedom. So I'm hoping that you all were able to tap into a lot of the stuff that I've uploaded, the interviews, the people that I've brought on. They bring a whole lot of knowledge to the game. So I hope that you all were able to take advantage of that while I was on the break. So a couple of updates for me personally. I had moved last month, and that was a pretty big task that I had to facilitate and everything. And so that it was just took a lot of energy. And so that's the reason why I haven't really been releasing a lot of material. Also had to set up my new podcast space and everything. Right now, you're joining me in my office. And so, eventually I'll be able to have my space set up to the way I want it to where we can have a money level show spot. So, but that's not even, the importance of this channel. The importance of this channel is that you all get the knowledge and the financial education that I'm able to put out, and the guests that I'm able to bring on are able to provide you all with. So that was the first thing. The second thing is I've still been investing heavy. I've been buying a lot of metals. I've been my metals since the last time I showed you guys of how much I've made off or how much metals I have, gold, silver, platinum, palladium. It has doubled since the last time. So I've been continuously buying metals. That's been something that I've been focusing on. Another thing that I got into was Bitcoin mining, which I'm going to do some videos on that. I started doing some Bitcoin mining, and I have went through Compass Mining for a Bitcoin miner. And I will do a review on them and everything and kind of explain what their services have to offer and how you can make passive income by Bitcoin mining. The other thing is that I've still been in the stock market pretty tough. I've still been building a tremendous amount of wealth in accordance to my current standards, and continuously growing in the area. Building multiple passive incomes, multiple sources of income has been very important. So I've been working on that as well. One of the other things is that I have been thinking about some new content to put out, and just so I can help you guys, continuously grow and build wealth. So one of the things for my video topic is the topic of Fed tightening. The Fed is claiming that they're going to tighten. They're going to taper. Well, tapering is different than tightening. So tapering is pretty much, they're kind of the same, but tapering is them reducing how much government bonds they buy each month. So currently they're buying about 120 billion. They're planning to reduce that to not buying as much. So they're planning to reduce that by 30 billion per month. Originally, they said 15 billion per month. Now they increased it to 30 billion per month because they are wanting to fight inflation. So that's one of the things that the Fed did in the 80s. With Paul Volcker, he was able to come in and tighten monetary policy and pretty much fight inflation by letting the market set interest rates, and interest rates went to about 20%. So the Fed currently is talking about tightening so that they can pretty much allow rich interest rates to rise, and they're going to do some rate hikes at some point where they're going to hike the federal funds rate. This is going to be very interesting this year because the market reacted to when Jerome Powell did this back in 2018. The market went through a huge correction. The Fed tightening isn't good for a lot of stocks, especially the tech stocks. We saw back in February earlier this year where they tried to, the interest rates started rising and we saw tech stocks get killed. So that's one thing to keep in mind. We're seeing inflation is pretty hot. I mean, inflation hit, I think it was 6.8% last month or something like that. So, and also the producer price indexes has been skyrocketing as well. So we're seeing inflation is really picking up, and the Fed, and there's a lot of pressure on the Fed to fight inflation. However, the issue is compared to the 80s is we didn't have as much debt in the 80s compared to now. In the 80s, we only had about less than 5 trillion. Now we're at 30 trillion. So if the Fed fights inflation with interest rates, the government could default on the debt because they'll have to be paying a higher interest on the debt that we have. And we currently have a lot of debt at 30 trillion. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see coming up. So I hope that you all are paying attention and kind of just keeping your eyes open for any opportunities within the market. Other thing is that Joe Biden did raise the debt ceiling. They came together so he could raise the debt ceiling another $2.5 trillion, which I personally think they're going to raise it even more than that. But this is just a Band-Aid on the situation because they are trying to pass some infrastructure bills and some things that they're trying to do through the year of 2023. Our government is pretty much just based off of debt. I mean, we have to borrow money to fund these programs, to fund stimulus, to fund infrastructure, all these things, and we're having to borrow money to do so. So this is going to be interesting going forward, and I think that they're going to raise it even more. So the coming year is going to be a lot of different things that we need to pay attention to, a lot of things that we need to be aware of. There could be a significant market correction. I would suggest, building some cash positions so that you can take advantage of opportunities and also hedging your portfolios. So those are some things that I am doing personally, and I'm also still buying metals and still, buying Bitcoin and stuff. Just dollar cost averaging in the Bitcoin. I'm buying more metals than I am crypto, but I felt like I needed to rebalance my portfolio quite a bit. So just wanted to give y'all that update. I will be in touch soon. I want to make sure that I'm engaging with you all. I'm not disappearing from the channel forever or nothing like that. I just been going through some things that I need to get done. So I hope that you all are continuously building wealth and staying prosperous and thinking, acting, and prospering. So we'll talk soon. All right.